Hi. Hi, Chimnoso. Hi, guys. Welcome back to today's reading session. I'm excited. We have a couple of stories. The Roman soldier, the Roman officer, that one, and Finding Nemo. How has your week been so far, Chimnonso? How has your week been?
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Chimnoso. Hi, guys.
Can you hear me, Chimnonso? Okay. Right. So we're going to get started. For anyone that is watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it, for stopping by. For those who will be watching for the first time, we'll be reading two stories. Today we have a riddle as usual. We'll be singing and dancing, and we will travel. We have we have a fantastic place that we'll be going to on travel. We're going to travel somewhere exotic. Yes, excited? Okay, but we're going to get started with dancing. And before I do that, I want to say thank you for everyone that here week in, week out. You're here with me. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hi, Chimnon. So thank you so much. You can hit the subscribe button if you haven't and like the video. But other than that, let's get to it, guys. So I'm going to share my screen as usual. And we're going to do some dancing. I love this song. I love that music. What do I do? Stop sharing. Hi, guys. Yes, the world is going to hear us roar. Let me hear you roar at home. Go roar. Okay. Hi, Touchlocks. How are you? Hope you're good. If you're out there, please don't forget to put your name down so I know you're there and I can give you a shout out. So I'm going to put the name of the I'm going to put the riddle out. Oh, were you dancing that much, Chimnos? Okay. I'm going to give you, yes, roar. I'm going to share this with you. And share. That's our riddle for today. You live in a one-story house made entirely of red wood. What color will the stairs be? So you live in one-story house made entirely of red wood. What color will the stairs be? If you think you know the answer to this riddle, put it down in the comment section. Hello, Kenny. Hello, Amarachi. Hello, Chibikame. It's great to have you guys on board. Oh, Kamsi. Kamsi is new. Everybody say hello to Kamsi and make Kamsi feel welcome. Thank you, Ben, for bringing Kamsi along. Okay, so if you think you know the answer to this riddle, it says, you live in a one-story house made entirely of red wood. What color would the stairs be? If you think you know the answer to that one, you know what you're going to do. Put it down in the comment section. Okay, so I'm going to get us started on this. Finding Nemo by Disney Pixar. This is a bit wordy, but when I read it, I really found it interesting. So you're going to love it. So follow me on this one. So that's the first screen. That's Nemo and his dad. Yeah. There's a shark there. Okay, let's get started. Marlin was a clownfish, but that didn't mean he had to find life funny. Marlin had lost his wife and more than 400 eggs in a ruthless barracuda attack. Only one fish had survived, but he had one damaged fin. I promise I will never let anything happen to you, Nemo, Marlin said. After Nemo was born, Marlin wouldn't let Nemo out of his sight. Marlin was so protective. He didn't even like Nemo going beyond their sea home. But on Nemo's first day of school, Nemo was ready for an adventure. Wake up! Wake up! Come on! He exclaimed, swimming in circles round his sleeping dad. Before they set off for school, Marlin asked sternly, "What's the one thing we have to remember about the ocean?" "It's not safe," sighed Nemo. Look at him looking so bored. "It's not safe," he's saying. Oh gosh. And moving on. Oh, I'll get that page. Oh, this is beautiful illustration. It almost feels as if I'm right there with them. Yeah. Okay. As they swam to school together, Marlin kept reminding Nemo to hold his fin. Nemo made some new friends from his class and they sneaked off together, daring each other to swim out into the open sea. Oh, dear me! Nemo was nervous and didn't venture very far, but it was way too far for Marlin, who was hovering nearby. You think you can do these things, but you just can't, Marlin shouted at him. Nemo wanted to prove his dad wrong. He swam to a boat and hit it with his fin. Suddenly, guess what, guys? A diver appeared. Oh my goodness. "Daddy, Daddy, help me!" Nemo screamed as he caught sight of his reflection in the diver's mask. In a flash, the diver scooped Nemo up in a net. Marlin raced to the surface as the driver sped away. There was nothing, absolutely nothing he could do to save his precious son. Oh dear. The boat sped off so quickly that the diver's mask fell overboard. This is, take my hands off. This is where he was daring his dad, and this is where he sees his reflection in the diver's mask. They scoop him up, and that's his dad trying to catch up with the boat, but he can't. Oh dear. That sounds a bit sad, guys. Let's keep moving on. Marlin rushed to a busy underwater road to get help. "Has anyone seen a boat? Has anyone seen a boat?" he cried. A beautiful blue tank named Dory told him that she had seen a boat. "Follow me," she said. However, Dory had a bad memory. It's getting worse, this story. 1 minute later, she couldn't even remember why Marlin was following her. "Will you quit it?" she asked. Confused, Marlin turned to swim away, only to come face to face with a huge shark. The shark was called Bruce, and he was trying to be a vegetarian. Have you ever heard anything dumb like that, Chibikim? A shark trying to be a vegetarian. Come on, Amarachi, Kamsi, guys, what do you think? How possible is that? The shark was, he befriended Dory and Marlin and wanted them to meet his like-minded buddies so they could prove their motto: fish are friends, not food. Dory was as enthusiastic as she was forgetful, thought it was a wonderful idea. terrified. Marlin, he didn't think so. He didn't think it was a wonderful idea. The self-help sharks. Oh, did I show you the photo, the pictures? Oh, there's the shark who is trying to be who is a vegetarian. That's Dory. This is where she asks him, will you quit following me? And they're having a meeting here. So that's the photo. And we'll see what happens. You can guess yourself. The self-help sharks held their meetings in a wrecked submarine. It has been 3 weeks since my last fish, Bruce told his friends proudly. Always eager, Dory joined in. I don't think I've ever eaten a fish. Just then, Marlin spotted the diver's mask. Dory wanted to show it to the sharks, but Marlin didn't. As they tussled, Dory bumped her nose and it bled a little. And you know what sharks do with blood? Once they smell blood or feel blood is about them, they go for the kill. Bruce, who is a vegetarian or trying to be a vegetarian, he got a sudden craving for a fish dinner because of the blood from Dory's nose. As Dory and Marlin tried to escape, something exploded. Push! Back in the ocean, Dory had dropped the mask into a deep trench. She and Marlin swam after it and ran into an anglerfish. Suddenly, Dory remembered she could read. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Dory read from the mask strap. Thinking quickly, Marlin trapped the anglerfish inside the mask. The pair were so excited, they knew where to find Nemo. Marlin told Dory he was going to Sydney alone. You mean you don't like me? Dory asked. A school of moonfish rushed over and were angry with Marlin for upsetting Dory. The moonfish told Dory how to get to Sydney. Follow the East Australian current, they said. Then they gave her a warning. When you come to a trench, swim through it, not over it. Well, that's a good question. Yes, he is a vegetarian, Chimnonso. He is a shark, a vegetarian. That's funny. But when Dory hurts herself and blood comes out of her, he suddenly has a craving for fish dinner. So, okay, we're moving forward, guys. Oh, I'll show you the illustration. So these are moonfish. Sorry, not there. There. These are moonfish. Giving them direction to Sydney. Can you see the pictures, guys? Okay. What a combination. A shark that is a vegetarian. Okay, I'll show you these as well. Yeah. Okay. When they finally got to the trench, however, Marlin insisted that swimming over it will be much safer. Remember what the moonfish said. Swim through it, not over it. Soon they were surrounded by stinging jellyfish. Dory thought it was fun to bounce on top of them. They found a safe way through, but they were tired and had been stung by the jellyfish. They needed help. Some sea turtles rescued Marlin and Dory. Their running with the jellyfish had left them in a bad shape. Talking on the jellies, awesome! Exclaimed Crush, a surfer turtle. Marlin watched as Crush encouraged his children to be adventurous. The turtle thought it taught them important lessons. Watching Crush kids made Marlin wonder if he had been too protective of his son. Guys, what do you think? Was Marlin too protective of his son? Let me know what your thoughts are. Tales of Marlin's adventures were spreading far and wide. Nigel, a friendly pelican who knew the tank gang, eventually heard the stories and rushed to tell Nemo the incredible news. Nemo was amazed. He had always thought his dad was a bit of a scaredy fish. The thought that he was battling his way to Sydney filled the little fish with such pride. Nemo was inspired by his dad's bravery and he was determined to escape. To his friend's horror, Nemo darted into the filter and successfully jammed it. Everyone cheered. Very soon, the tank gang were swimming in slimy green water. They couldn't have been happier. Dr. Sherman was going to have to clean the tank before Darla arrived. Get into the next page, guys. Okay. Did I show you the illustrations? No, I don't think I did. Oh, did I? I'll check. Sorry. I'll get to it. Okay, yeah. So there you go. That's the pelican giving them the news about Nemo's dad coming after him. Yeah, that's Dr. Sherman, who owns the tank. So now, this is what we have. Okay. Back in the ocean, Marlin and Dory said goodbye to the turtles, but soon found themselves swallowed up inside the mouth of a massive whale. It's okay. I speak whale, Dory assured Marlin. He either said we should move to the back of his throat or he wants a root beer float, she translated. Guys, what do you think? She's making it up, I think. It turned out that the whale was only giving the two brave little fish a lift. He probably had heard about their adventure. They were soon squirted out of the whale's blowhole right into the Sydney harbor. They nearly ended up as seagull breakfast, but eventually they were rescued by Nigel. Hop inside my mouth if you want to leave, he whispered. Nigel snatched them up, filled his beak with some water, and took off. The hungry seagulls followed, but Nigel played a trick on them, and the seagulls flew right into a boat sail. That's where Nigel saves them, and this is where they all run into the sail. Okay. Inside, the dentist had cleaned the tank water with a fancy new automated cleaner. While the fish was still in the tank, the escape plan was ruined. Nemo was lifted out of the tank and plopped into a bag. Darla had arrived. Nemo had one last chance. He played dead, hoping that he would get flushed right down the toilet and out into the ocean. Nigel stumbled through the window with Marlin and Dory. They saw Nemo floating upside down in the plastic bag. The dentist quickly shooed Nigel away, but in the commotion, he dropped Nemo and the bag burst open. I got a fishy squid, Darla, as she reached out to grab him. Gil flipped himself onto the tray beside Nemo. Tell your dad I said hi, he said. Then Gil smacked his tail on a dental mirror, catapulting Nemo over Darla's waiting hands and into the spit sink. Ew. The little fish escaped down the drain. Oh dear. What an escape plan. Back in the harbor, Nigel dropped Dory and Marlin into the sea. Marlin was heartbroken. He thought his son was dead. Nemo soon found Dory. At first, she had no memory of who he was, but finally she remembered. Dory knew she had to reunite Nemo with his dad straight away. Together they swam after Marlin as fast as Nemo's little fins would let him. They were there was a happy reunion between Marlin and Nemo. Marlin had realized that even though Nemo was a little fish, he was capable of doing very big things, just like you guys. Chimnon, so just like you, you're capable of doing big things. Same for Kamsi, for Kenny, Amarachi, Chibi Kim. You guys are capable of doing what? Big, massive things. Touchlocks, you're capable of doing a big thing. Okay. So there was a happy reunion within them. They had both learned that life was an adventure to be lived to the full. Meanwhile, the Tang Gang were having an adventure of their own. They had finally made their escape, but now they just had to find a way to get out of the bags. How hilarious! They made their escape in bags. Guys, how do you think it will end? Because they are all in bags. How can they escape out of the bag? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Did you see where where Dory found Nemo before taking him to his dad? Yeah, this is where they reunite. But the rest of the gang, they made it, yeah, out, but they are in bags. So what do you think? Guys, how many stars will you give this book, this story? Hello, Chima. Hello, Toby. It's great to have you guys on board. We just finished reading this story, Finding Nemo. I bet you've watched the movie. But those of you that listened in, how many stars will you give this book? With 5 being the highest number of stars you can give it, and 1 meaning you didn't really like it. So between 1 and 5, how many stars will it get? Come on, guys, give me your review. How many stars for this book? Meantime, remember what we said, that even though Nemo is small, he can do great things. My favorite part was vegetarian shark. What was yours? Let me know, guys, in the comment section. Okay, so what are we going to do now? I feel like doing this. You tell me. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, dear me. Okay, I better get it up. 1 second, guys. 1 second. This. Okay. I have it up now, and then I'll share 5 stars. Oh, Kenny says 4. Chimnonso says 5. Guys, keep it coming. How many stars do you give to that book? Share screen. I'm coming. Oh, there you are. Yes. Even though you're small, you can do great things. And we can say, let's do our positive affirmations. I am, if you're a girl, you say you're beautiful. If you're a boy, you say you're handsome. I'm a girl, I'm a lady, so I'll say beautiful, you say handsome. And make sure you shout it with so much conviction. Don't say it, I am handsome. No, say it with so much gusto. I am beautiful. Go on. I am stunning. I am good looking. I am good looking. Good. I have a good character. I have a good character. I am loved by God. Yes, for God loves you so, so much. I am loved by God. I love God. I love God. I am gentle. I am gentle. I am kind. I am kind. I am considerate. I am considerate. I am peaceful. I am peaceful. Now, guys, this is the last part. You know what we're going to do, Kenny? Amarachi, Chibikem, Chimnonso, Kamsi. Guys, you know what you're going to do now? You shout your name. So I'm going to go first. I will say, I am Uzo. Now you go with your name. I am. Excellent job. Yes. Yes. Oh, I have some more 5 stars. Come see. Chibi Kim, you guys also came out with 5 stars. Kenny thinks 4. Okay, okay, okay. Great job, guys. I'm glad you loved it. Okay. So now we're going to read our second book for today. Remember the riddle. I already have somebody said the answer was red. Who was that? Chibikem said red. I will share my screen again to show you the riddle. There is. Uh-oh, is that it? Yes. You live in a one-story house made entirely of red wood. What color will the stairs be? Chibikem says red. What else do you guys have to say? You appreciate the stories. Thank you so much, Chimnan. So that was a kind word from you. So guys, if you know the answer to this riddle, put it down in the comment section and we'll go dive straight into our second story for today. It's titled A Roman Officer. A Roman Officer. One day, a Roman officer's servant fell ill. When the officer heard that Jesus was in town, he asked his Jewish friends if they would go to Jesus to see if he would come and heal the man. Please come, the friends begged Jesus. This Roman officer really deserves your help. He is a good man. He paid for a synagogue to be built for us. So Jesus agreed and set off towards the soldier's house with them. Okay. Where's the next page? I'm fumbling about. They had almost reached the house when some more friends of the officer arrived. The Roman had asked his friends to tell Jesus not to come into his house. He felt that he was not good enough for Jesus to enter, or good enough to bring the message to Jesus in person. He said that he knew his servant would get better if Jesus just said the word. Jesus was amazed. He turned and he spoke to the crowd that was following him. I have never seen such faith like this, he said, not even among the Jews. Then he sent his message back to the officer. As you have believed in me, it shall be done. When the messengers returned to the officer's house, they found that the servant was well again, just as Jesus had promised. Guys, this is where Jesus was making his way to the house, and the servant now gave him the message from the Roman officer. That is amazing. He's just said he believes that all Jesus has to do is to say the word of healing, and his servant. And he was such a good man because he was really worried about his servant. You know, some people treat their servants nasty, but not this guy. He was really, really a good man. He was really begging for his servant. We remember what we said. We are kind people. We are kind. You could have treated him like trash. Well, he's sick. There's nothing I can do about it. Send him away. But he said, no, I know Jesus can heal him. That's a lovely story. I love that. Great job. Okay. So we're past time, actually. I can't believe it. It's the Nemo story that took so much time. Oh, I wanted to show us something else. If you don't mind, please let me show you this video. I loved it. So give me a second. I'll just show you a minute or two of it. Share screen, application. 1 second. Oh, this is about. Oh, this is a different one, but I'll still show it just quickly.
Highest point on land and submerged it, you would still have more than a mile between you.
Hold on.
Just how deep does the ocean go? If you took the highest point on land and submerged it, you would still have more than a mile between you and the deepest point in the oceans. The oceans harbor 99% of all living space on Earth and have enough water to fill a bathtub that's 685 miles long. On each side. For scale, here's a human, and here's a blue whale, the largest animal on Earth. Blue whales usually hunt at depths of around 330 feet within the well-lit zone of the ocean. Deeper down, at 700 feet, the USS Triton became the first submarine to circumnavigate the Earth in 1960. At 831 feet, we reached the deepest free dive in recorded history. Down here, the pressure is 26 times greater than at the surface, which would crush most human lungs. But whales manage it, diving to a max depth of 1,640 feet where they hunt giant squid. At 2,400 feet, we reach the danger zone for modern nuclear attack submarines. Any deeper, and the submarine's hull would implode.
Oh dear.
2,722 feet down is where the tip of the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, would reach. A little farther, at 3,280 feet, we're deep enough that sunlight can't reach us. We've now entered the midnight zone. Many animals down here can't see, like these eyeless shrimp at 7,500 feet who thrive near scalding hot underwater volcanoes. At this depth, temperatures are just a few degrees above freezing, but the waters around hydrothermal vents can heat up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. 9,816 feet is the deepest any mammal has been recorded swimming, the Cuvier-beaked whale. But not even the Cuvier-beaked whale could explore the RMS Titanic, which rests at a staggering depth of 12,500 feet.
Oh dear.
The pressure is now 378 times greater than at the surface. Yet you can still find sea life, like the fangtooth, hagfish, and Dumbo octopus, the deepest living octopus on Earth. At 20,000 feet is the Hadal Zone, an area designated for the ocean's deepest trenches, like the Mariana Trench. If you tip Mount Everest into the Mariana Trench, its summit would reach down to 29,029 feet. That still doesn't compare to the two deepest crewed missions in history. In 2012, director James Cameron descended to 35,756 feet for the Deep Sea Challenger mission. But Cameron didn't quite break the record, which was set by oceanographer Jacques Piccard and Lieutenant Don Walsh in 1960. Piccard and Walsh descended to the lowest point on Earth, Challenger Deep, at a record 35,797 feet below the surface. Since then, scientists have sent half a dozen unmanned submersibles to explore Challenger Deep, including Kaiko, which collected over 350 species off the seafloor between 1995 and 2003.
Okay.
But scientists estimate there are potentially thousands of marine species we have yet to discover. Humans have explored an estimated 5 to 10% of Earth's oceans. We have only just begun to understand the deep, dark world that flows beneath us.
Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. Uh-oh. What am I doing? I'm getting... guys, sorry. 1 second. Yes, and I'm back. Stop. Yep, that's it. Amazing. So, right. Let's get to our riddle. A red brick house And we have red, red, red. Okay. The answer is there are no stairs in the house because it is a one-story house. So there's no stairs. No, there are no stairs to climb up upstairs. There's no need for stairs because it's one story. So, yes, that brings us to today's session. Thanks for being very patient with me. I really wanted us to travel down the ocean. It looked very interesting. A lot of fun facts and lot of things to know about it. So, yes. So, thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate it. Have a lovely evening. I love you all. Take care. Bye, guys.